Hi guys, and welcome to a new segment on my channel. In this segment, I will take it upon myself to start doing reviews of short films on YouTube. The reason why I wanted to do this is sort of to expand the scope of the channel, and I wanted to sort of spread the love around for those filmmakers who are trying to get in the biz and may or may not have the best of avenues to do that. So, if I can talk about their short film and someone can see it and they can possibly get more attention on their viewpoints of the world, I consider that a plus. So, the first film that I'm reviewing in this new series on my channel is a little film called The Other Side. This short film was written and directed by John Humber, and it stars Josh Wingate and Adele Heather Taylor. Now, the basic gist of this short film is an inmate on death row gets a visit from a reporter who wants to, on the surface, get the behind the scenes story of what went down to convict him of first degree murder, and then possibly bring into question the overall result of his trial, which is he got convicted for murder, and he's going to be killed. So the first thing that I really loved about this short is, if you know me as a lover of film and as a writer myself, I love watching scenes and writing scenes where you as an audience member have to read in between the lines. And what I mean by that is that you have to, really pay attention to the dialogue, and you really have to read the actors' faces to really sort of get an idea of what's going through their characters' heads or what they're trying to convey. And I will say that I thought that the two actors in this film, Adele and Josh, did a great job of sort of laying their characters without, over demonstratizing their performance. In particular, the anguish of the character played by Josh. I really felt that he was a man that got convicted of something that he possibly didn't do. He did a great job of displaying a man that is slowly reaching the end of his rope. Once you understand what he went through that eventually got him convicted, you completely understand why he would feel this way. Now we come to my favorite part of this short, and that is the performance of Adele Heather Taylor. The way that she played the character was layered, but it wasn't particularly layered in the normal sense. As she kept talking to this inmate, I don't know if she did this intentionally. I just saw her character's mind moving in 1,000 directions. Now I don't know if that was me putting a little bit too much, buying her performance a little bit too much, or reading something into it, but I thought that her performance was outstanding. One scene in particular, towards the middle half of the film, and the character played by Josh explains the events that landed him into prison. She stands up and she walks away from the interview area, and she just takes a second, and when she sits back down, her facial expression indicates that she knows more than she's telling. And as the conversation goes on, there's a point when something happens and her face just drops, and she becomes someone else entirely, and you realize that she's not really there for what she said she was there in the first place. The final seconds of the film are riveting and are delightfully delicious in all the right ways, and her performance in the final moments of the film are just deliciously vindictive and evil. All in all, I thought that this film brought up an interesting question. If you're exposed to certain acts when you're a child, do those acts sort of dictate or sort of lay the groundwork for the person that you're going to become in the future? Whether that's a good person or a bad person? Now, I love films that after you watch them, they make you think of existential questions. Like, someone after watching this film may think if the death penalty is good or bad, or they may think about what it is that makes someone the way that they are. What makes a good person, and what makes a vindictive serial killer a vindictive serial killer? Up here, I would love to see a full feature film on this topic. I really haven't seen any other work from the director of this short. I'm sure that he's done other films, and I'm sure that he's done a full length feature. So if he would one day come back to this short and expand on it and make it into a full feature, I would love to see that. And if that happens, I would hope that he would bring back the two pillars of this short, because I thought that they did a wonderful job. This short film was a delightful watch for me. And with that being said, I will give The Other Side an A. Alright guys, so that does it for my short film review. Now listen, if you like this idea that I'm pitching here of this new segment on my channel, and you're a filmmaker and you want me to review your short film, send me a message on my Twitter and we'll talk about me possibly reviewing your film. I only have two requirements. One, your film has to be on YouTube, and two, your film has to be no longer than 14 minutes. Alright guys, well, that'll do it. I really hope that you enjoyed this new segment on my channel. As I say often, until next time, I'll see you when I see you.